OpenAI admits it's impossible to train generative AI without copyrighted materials. More on that coming up, but first let's talk about smart plugs. Smart plugs are key members of any connected home setup. They add smarts to otherwise dumb devices like lamps, coffee makers, fans, and anything else with a simple on-off switch. Once connected, you can get a schedule to have a lamp flick on just before sunset or power on your humidifier an hour before bedtime. You can also program routines like having all lights go out when you say goodnight to Alexa. But as we've learned in our tests, some are better than others at maintaining connectivity and working with a variety of voice assistants, and some are complicated to set up. Based on months of testing, read our top picks for the best smart plugs worth your money. Check out our list of the best smart plugs in 2024 at Engadget.com. OpenAI and its biggest backer, Microsoft, are facing several lawsuits accusing them of using other people's copyrighted works without permission to train their former's large language models, LLMs. And based on what OpenAI told the House of Lords Communications and Digital Select Committee, we might see more lawsuits against the companies in the future. It would be impossible to train today's leading AI models without using copyrighted materials, OpenAI wrote in its written evidence submission for the committee's inquiry into LLMs, as first reported by The Guardian. The company explained that it's because copyright today covers virtually every sort of human expression, including blog posts, photographs, forum posts, scraps of software code, and government documents. It added that limiting training data to public domain books and drawings created more than a century ago might yield an interesting experiment, but would not provide AI systems that meet the needs of today's citizens. OpenAI also insisted that it complies with copyright laws when it trains its models. In a new post on its blog made in response to the New York Times lawsuit, it said the use of publicly available internet materials to train AI falls under fair use doctrine. It admitted, however, that there is still work to be done to support and empower creators. The company talked about the ways it's allowing publishers to block the GPT bot web crawler from being able to access their websites. It also said that it's developing additional mechanisms allowing rights holders to opt out of training and that it's engaging with them to find mutually beneficial agreements. In some of the lawsuits filed against OpenAI and Microsoft, the plaintiffs accused the companies of refusing to pay authors for their work while building a billion-dollar industry and enjoying enormous financial gain from copyrighted materials. The more recent case filed by a couple of nonfiction authors argued that the companies could have explored alternative financing options, such as profit sharing, but have decided to steal instead. OpenAI didn't address those particular lawsuits, but it did provide a direct answer to the New York Times complaint that accuses it of using its published news articles without permission. The publication isn't telling the full story, it said. It was already negotiating with the Times regarding a high-value partnership that would give it access to the publication's reporting. The two parties were apparently still in touch until December 19th, and OpenAI only found out about the lawsuit in December by reading about it in the Times. In the complaint filed by the newspaper, it cited instances of ChatGPT providing users with near-verbatim excerpts from paywalled articles. OpenAI accused the publication of intentionally manipulating prompts, such as including lengthy excerpts of articles in its interaction with the chatbot to get it to regurgitate content. It's also accusing the Times of cherry-picking examples from many attempts. OpenAI said the lawsuit filed by the Times has no merit, but it's still hopeful for a constructive partnership with the publication. Thanks for listening to the show. Make sure to rate, review, and subscribe on Apple Podcasts. Today's show featured journalism by Engadget contributor Mariella Moon and was produced by Spoken Layer. I'm Imran Sheikh, and we'll talk more tomorrow.
Spoken Layer.